Yeah. What you say, Shem? Did we do it again? Did we match? Did we match? Did we match?
What a day! Oh, what a weekend!
How's your weekend?
I'm alright, man. I've been okay.
Get up to any? Yeah, you like the 12:30. Did you manage to get up to anything after the 12:30?
Ooh. Mrs. and I just went blue water, early like Christmas window shop.
Well, as in like an actual central?
No, blue water. Hold on a minute. Did you just freeze?
I'm not frozen. Oh wait, I'm not frozen. I'm looking on the actual YouTube. I'm not frozen, bro. I'm good. Trust me, bro. I'm good. I'm sorry on these streets, bro. Oh wow! Not only did he freeze, man just collapsed this whole thing. Say less, man. Nothing new for Grant to hold the fort. Nothing new for Banks to hold the fort. Wow. You back with us, yeah?
I never
good?
left.
You're live. Breathing.
I never left. You blinked.
Bro, I promise you, like what did I tell you before we even went live? I told you, bro to bro, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna tell you your Wi-Fi.
You don't tell me anything. You don't tell me anything. You don't tell me nothing.
Wow.
Don't tell me nothing.
God. This is bad. I tried to tell you, bro. I told you before we go live, like you can pattern your thing, go maybe connect to your hotspot, ask your sister to hotspot your something. I'm just trying to find solutions, bro. I'm just trying to give you some solutions. How do you feel about 12:30 kickoffs when your team lose? Like, is that your weekend ruined? Is that your weekend done? Like, how mentally, how do you just compartmentalize? Like, you try and put that result to the side, or is it just like Saturday, Sunday, you're thinking about the result?
I'm too mature now.
You're too mature?
Yeah, I'm too mature to let that get to me.
So all of Saturday, it was just like, you know what, the results
I
done
just went
now.
shopping.
Can't really
you know me. I just went shopping. It didn't affect me. I'm not pressed by Arsenal losing, bro. I let it go.
Lavish!
Those days.
Talk to them, Lavish.
Those days are long gone. I can't lie to you. When I told you he was out of it, they called me reactionary. When you've positioned,
I said that is mad reactionary because City lost as well. City out of the title race.
No, because City haven't lost as many games.
City have been worse than you lot this season.
They haven't lost as many games as us. They haven't lost as many games as us.
Whoa, Nathan. First of all, this is authentic. Yeah. This is authentic.
You and I know that ain't authentic. But anyway, listen. Once you shifted your mind, because the difference is I went ahead of everyone. I went ahead and I saw what was going to happen. So I wasn't really that upset after the 12:30, bro. I carried on about my day.
Nathan, go in the comments quickly. How do you feel when Arsenal loses a 12:30 or even Feyenoord loses an early kickoff? How do you feel when I tell you, Nathan supports a lot of teams, bro. There's a lot of teams that can get Nathan angry. A lot of different sports.
Let me get CJ to put out the tweet.
How do you feel, Nathan? Is that your weekend ruined, or can you compartmentalize? Because for me, rotted.
By the way,
losses in football. Ogo said losses in football crazy. My boy want to deliver a Kirk Franklin sermon, long sleeve shirt, buttoned all the way. Deep, man. Happy Sunday. How do you feel about that, Shem? Was you feeling holy?
As long as everybody's having fun in the chat, bro. As long as everybody's having fun in the chat, I'm calm. I'm happy. If you like it, I love it at the end of the day. If I have the butt of the joke. But me, personally, 12:30s don't affect me, bro.
You back? He's not back. I promise you, he's not back.
You're taking the mic.
I promise you, bro. You're freezing on my thing. I need the chat to let me know what they think. I need the chat to. Is it me or Shem? Is it me or Shem? Because I know I'm good. Ugo said retail therapy can't. That Da Vinci shirt that you bought, Shem, it won't save you. That Burberry shirt that it won't save you. It won't save you. All that shopping, it won't save you. Ugo, you ready to admit you're in the title race? Great question. Great question, because he ducked it last week. Ugo's gonna say that he doesn't want to change his opinion after every game, but he's looking more and more likely that you are in the title race. I want to know I want to know what point Ugo thinks his team are gonna fall away, because the fact that you're top now suggests you're in the title race, but the fact that he doesn't think they're gonna be in a title race makes me think that he knows when they're gonna fall away. So, let us know, when do you think Liverpool are gonna fall away? When Nat said, when Arsenal lose, I lose it for about an hour, then realize since I've supported them, started in 2009, they've always just given man false hope, full play FC. Okay, so you're a bit on a this thing. You're a bit on a like we've lost before, we're gonna lose again. We can't really fight this. I hear it, man. You can't come and kill yourself alive. Game week 30, just like last season, Banks. We all watched last season. Wow. Gonna bring Shem back onto the stage. Hopefully his Wi-Fi is patterned.
Stop talking like that. Stop talking like that. Stop talking like that. Stop talking like that.
I'm doing it for the good of the show, bro. I'm hopeful that the Wi-Fi is patterned for the good of the show, bro. Who's hot? Did you? It looks clearer. Did you open someone's hotspot?
No, I didn't open anyone's hotspot. I just don't know what's going on, bro.
Okay, just check. I'm just checking, bro. I just want it for the good of the chat. Just doing it for the chat, bro. Just doing it for the chat. Don't bring out the nine. Seen Arsenal fans say they're happy it's Liverpool top and not City.
Oh, let me get these kids in here. Where's Jason? Where's Jason? Hold on.
Proved we all know Paul ain't really in it, just keeping it warm. You know when you buy a drinks, but man, no one wants to be that guy, right? No one wants to be that guy, right? But I don't know. You don't think it's a bit presumptuous from Arsenal fans to think, yeah, nah, Liverpool just keeping it warm for us. Like, don't worry, the title race is City.
Yeah, it is. It's not presumptuous. They've told us they're not in it, so they're just in the top 4 race. So at the end of the day, the people you're racing, you're not that far ahead of them.
From what we've seen this season, Liverpool have been the best side in the Premier League. So it's hard to go with the idea that Liverpool are keeping it warm for 2 teams that have played worse.
No, it's not hard to go with it. It's not hard to go with it if those people in front are basically saying they're not involved. So if in game week 38 at the end, I think they'll obviously give the title to who's second because they don't want it. They're not involved. So it's calm anyway. Do you get what I mean? So they're not involved.
Yeah,
so you just look at where City
it doesn't matter where they finish in the table.
It doesn't matter as long as they finish top 4. That's what they said they wanted. So at the end of the day, that doesn't matter. So I don't think it's presumptuous or anything like that for Arsenal fans. If they don't want to play, they don't want to play. Do you know what I mean?
CJ said, got deja vu of last season. Late winners in games we didn't deserve to win. Getting over the line. Good feeling around the club. Last season we slipped. Still got us in the title race. Shem basing his opinion on one man.
Nah, there's better of them at work. There's about 4 of them at work. 4 Liverpool fans at work. They're saying top 4, they're not in it. And I said, that's fine. So if you lot hold it, keep it warm, and then finish first and then give it to who's second. Love that. That's how football works. Anyway, can I just...
What game do you want to go to first?
Yeah,
I
was just going to say one thing. Can we start with the champions, Manchester City?
Wait. Before we do that, we can start the champions. But before we do that, we need to give a massive tier 3 congratulations to Julie. No? Okay, cool.
Sorry, man.
Everyone put your W's in the chat for Julie. Everyone put your W's in the chat.
Was gonna I thought we should have live streamed the delivery.
Nah, you know there was some security issues with that one. Security wasn't trying to let us through the door. That happened to you too. That happened to you too, innit? It's been a shaky start, bro. It's been a shaky start.
Stop. What?
It's been a shaky. It's been a shaky. You saw the circle. You saw the circle. You saw it.
What's the matter with you?
Wait.
Oh,
Nathan,
it's you.
Nathan.
Okay then.
Nathan.
Okay then. Okay.
Nathan, you're gonna turn on me like this. Nathan, you're gonna turn on me like this.
Golly.
Nathan, you're gonna turn on me like this.
All right, cool. Let's
Dubs
start with
in the
Man
chat
City,
for
bro.
Tini.
Let's
Dubs
start
in
with
the
Man
chat
City,
for
bro.
Tini.
Let's start with Man City, bro.
Sorry. One last thing. Should be sending now. Yeah. You don't see that on the chat, right? You don't see it on the screen. Sort code, account number. First name, last name. You don't see that, right? Everybody in the chat, tell Shem to run my money. You try to say Southgate's taken over at United. I told him he's deluded. He's an idiot. Stop listening to the newspapers. Newspapers are always wrong. I told him, and he didn't want to listen. So now I got to put him on the main screen. I got to put him on the Summer Jan screen. Everyone in the chat, tell Shem to run my money. Everyone, go tell him run my bread. Tell him I doubled or nothing him. I said, you know what? If Southgate comes, I'll give you 20. You give me 10 if it's any other manager. That's how confident I was. Fake journalist, man. Source. His source is Nathan, bro. Nathan's his only source, bro. Bro, I had to put the bank transfer. I had to put in the comments, bro. I had to. It's Sky Sports. So he ain't got no Sky Sports sources. Darmesh and them, man. He ain't got no sources. Run the bread, bro. Run the bread, bro. Shem is deep. Shaking sources in sports. I think his sources fell. Oh, then Miguel Delaney sources right there. Just a wheeler and dealer, man. In the Killia, bro. This is where your reputation's at, bro. I was playing on everything. Yeah. Southgate's coming.
He's not even in the building, though. He's not in the building yet, though, bro.
Huh?
Anything
He's not in the building? So are you saying you want to wait until after the international break to send the bread?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what so you're putting your credibility on the line. That's what I'm asking this, by the way. Again, just as a brother, I just want to make sure that I get exactly what you're trying to say. Are you saying that Southgate's the possibility of Southgate is still there?
Yeah, but you could get him next, bro.
What does that mean, bro? What does that mean for the price of fish? You get him next. That's not what the bet was, bro. That's not what you bet. That's not what you said.
What's he hold up the shirt, bro?
Huh? That's a hold up the shirt. Banks, I respect you. You asked the tough question. Somebody has to. Because otherwise, Shem will just be able to run amok on this show. We'll just be able to run amok on this platform and say whatever with no accountability. Same way a couple of weeks ago, I was saying, I wanted Havertz up front. And everyone in the comments was just like, yeah, that's calm. That's an accurate representation of history. That's exactly what happened. And I was just looking around like, rah. Is this how it feels for history to be rewritten in front of you? Fairs. Shem wanted ETH for Arsenal for Mikel. Let it be known. It's calm. It's like these things happen. Like these things are the truth. You'll put Ten Hag on me like he wasn't fighting. Like we didn't have episodes fighting his case. Like he didn't have episodes that are really going in the trenches for Ten Hag. It's calm. I actually understand now. I understand. It is what it is. The game is actually the game. But it's important for us to still hold people accountable. Thank you, Ugo, for recognizing that, because you have to hold people accountable. Now, Shem, I'll let you start with City. The press was a lot. Man was a lot. The press was a lot. I actually hear it. He said, you know what, I gotta take a step back. The press was a lot. That's why Shem changed his Twitter at. Yeah, no, it's cool. He actually Shem just tried to rebrand. He tried to step away from lavish, but we all remember the parties. We all remember the lavish parties, bro. Lavish parties are documented. They're gonna be in the documentary, bro. Lavish parties are gonna be the lavish parties are gonna be in the documentary, bro. Never forget, Banks had Zaha as the best African player in history. Monumental howler. Hey, I still stand by that. I still stand by that. I'm not backing away from that. Still stand by that. Amad Diallo, 5th best Premier League player from Africa. Still stand by that. You know why? Because it's gonna come true. I'm not afraid. These things, guys. I'm not afraid to start. You see, Shem, the press kicked him out the chat. The press actually kicked him out the chat. Me, I'm here. Take a touch. 2 man on me. Crave turn. I'm out the pressure. I don't mind. I can take a touch in an uncomfortable area. I can take that touch. Do you, man, pay your internet bills? It's a good question. It's a good question, Nathan, because we are always fighting the internet. We are always fighting the internet. Nathan, this is disrespectful. Amad Diallo should be selling patty and water in the Ivory Coast. Be respectful. This is Nicolas Pepe's father. This is Nicolas Pepe's father. When he goes on international duty, he sees mental.
See, now you made me take it to a place where I didn't want to take it, bro. Now you made me take it to a place where I didn't want to take it, bro. I told you to calm down, and I let you run your mouth. I timed you. You ran your mouth for 90 seconds, bro. You understand? Now you're taking it to a place I don't want to take it to. You're gonna get your little money. If you ever try and make me score on the stream, bro, you're gonna get your money.
Bro.
Keys, it's okay.
Did you come back? Did you come back just as 50 Cent or something? What's going on?
No problem.
You came back and you're get rich now triangle time. What the hell?
Okay, perfect. Carry on. Run your little jokes, bro. Run your little jokes. I've told you to run your little jokes. Carry on.
Oh my God.
You want to talk football? You want to talk football? You want to talk football? Let's talk football, bro. You want to talk football? Let's talk football. But you want to come and do money? Cool.
Bro, man put on his bulletproof vest, fam. Are you crazy? You put on a bulletproof vest. Man put his cap on backwards, bro. Man took it all the way back to 2005. I rate it so much. I rate it so much. Nah, I said PYG Shev's coming back. Nah, some of these cusses are too specific. You gotta at least drop your ethnicity so we can know you can.
Where we starting?
Nah, sorry, you 50-50. Take over. Where do you want to start?
Where we starting, bro?
Where do you want to start?
Let's start with the game that just finished. Let's start with Chelsea Man United.
Chelsea Man United, yeah. Wrong thing. If you look and see what happened in this situation, where
10
Garnacho
marks to find out what happened in this situation. If you can guess what happened in this situation, you know what?
Garnacho has Amad running right ahead, slipping through, and he's through on goal. What do you think this guy? What do you think this bird brain did? What do you think he did, Shem? What do you think he did?
I thought he cut back or something. Ahmad was looking at him like
he dribbled where he should have passed. In the same, like if you pass the ball compared to where he dribbled, he would have went in the same direction.
Yeah, I saw that, and I just thought, why didn't he just slip her under
Just slip
anyway,
it.
Cool. My first question to you is, how much does Amarim have to fix?
Oh, it's actually like.
And firstly, let's start with who goes. In an ideal world, who's leaving?
In terms of how much he has to fix, this is the equivalent of like asking your landlord to increase your rent and just like going from top places in Portugal, one of the best strikers in the continent, just banging goals, to this like clown show of a forward line, of a team in general.
All right, let me get specific because you want to talk about Garnacho, stay or go?
He's gonna stay.
Anthony, stay or go?
Go.
Rashford, stay or go?
Stay.
Ugarte, stay or go?
He's gonna stay. But
I'm not gonna say
there's nothing to, bro. There's no reason he should stay. He's
okay. So I'm saying Xerxes stay.
Oh, he has to go. He has to go.
Xerxes has to go. After 6
months. I genuinely thought he'd be able to like catch up to the.
No. Mazraoui.
Oh, he's a genius. He's a genius.
Rasmus Højlund. You're on
your last. Like, bro, show me something. Because some days you'll wanna do nice one touch. Other days you spent the whole game wrestling defenders, brother. Get off him.
He is so crap.
Get off him.
No, he's just not good, bro.
Oh my God.
He reminds me of all these strikers that we give no chance. So Slurloff, Crystal Palace, all these strikers. No, Bamford is way better than him. But I mean, like all these strikers that are just not good, bro. Just not good. Like the big lumps up top.
What do you lot know about Eric?
So, bro, he's not good, bro. And you know what's interesting? In his first season, I said to you about Rasmus Højlund, I said he gets a lot of grace because he's blonde, white, and white. I'm not gonna lie to you. When Rashford was in the same position and same age as Højlund, the amount of slander he got in the second season, he had his breakout season. The second season wasn't that good. He got cooked. He got cooked. When Martial had his breakout season and he first came around the same age, his first slump, he got cooked. This guy hasn't had one good season or one like real spell of like he's peak. The moment he scored his first goal and he broke his duck, everyone was like, oh, it's like buses, they're just going to keep coming now. He's going to get peak. And he wasn't playing peak, he was just scoring. The place where he was playing well was in the Champions League. Was it Champions League or Europa? It was Champions League. So you're saying he's got one more chance? I feel like that's a lot of grace. Cool. Casemiro.
Unk needs to go. He's actually like, I rate Casemiro because he had the like proper low, but he's brought it back a little bit, and he's not been like he's played at a reasonable level. But for everyone involved, like you go get your paycheck in Saudi, like don't worry about the Premier League no more. Like, bro, is love. I wish you could have came here like 3-4 years earlier, but it's life.
3-4 years earlier, he was winning Champions League. What are you talking about?
That's how I wish he could have came like 3-4 years
earlier. We could have signed Messi then, couldn't we? Next, Bruno Fernandes.
Go.
Huh?
Go.
That's your captain. Cool, perfect. At least we're on the same page. Mason Mount.
Go.
Luke Shaw.
Go.
Yeah? Cool. Onana.
Stay.
Stay.
Yeah, 100,
Lisandro Martinez.
Stay.
Malacia.
Undecided. He can stay for another season.
Dallo.
Stay. But
yeah, you lot are going nowhere fast because some of the people you even still want to stay are just not good enough, bro. What position are you lot?
12th, 13th.
Oh, you've gone up now. Okay, calm. That's fine. A bit of progress. But still, at the end of the day, yeah, that game.
Yeah, let's talk about the match. That
game specifically. The thing that was very clear was the lack of quality on the pitch.
So bad.
Like it was so bad. It was literally a bad session at goals.
So bad.
It was no team could string together 3 passes. Caicedo would do something excellent.
Everyone. Ball, but like you punch you don't even punch it in, you just pass it and it's already basically gone to the other team. Like sorry, Caicedo will do something good, give the ball to Lavia will pass it wide, and the ball's gone. And likewise, or Reece James gets the ball, loses it, Ugarte gets the ball, it was just so bad and so frantic. It wasn't even exciting. The only two that left that game with credit is literally Caicedo and Mazraoui. Mazraoui, he had Neto on one wing, and then I think he followed him over to the other. No,
Palmer was okay.
No. He had he had Madueke on one wing, and then Neto came over and he padlocked him as well. So Mazraoui was good.
Caicedo, I think Thingy played okay. Palmer, but he did nothing in the grand scheme of things.
He had a couple of nice flicks and everything, but overall, there was no real impact on the game, was there? Like there was a peak touch that he took in between Casemiro and Rashford, and then there was a peak touch that got Martinez the yellow card. But overall, like the impact wasn't there on the game. I won't lie. Caicedo, like literally, it's such a poor game, but that's why Caicedo stood out because doing everything in that midfield. Like it's so like talk to me, because I saw a tweet that said we need to people need to stop buying midfielders for 100 million plus.
So I agree wholeheartedly. I had that debate today.
But the problem is guys like Manuel Ugarte are going for 55 million. If you look at Manuel Ugarte,
but it's teams, and again, teams at Man United are paying that money.
We need to generally reset the market because if Ugarte is going for 55 million, it makes sense.
No, but only you lot would have paid. Why are you paying that?
PSG literally paid that last year.
And they realized we made a howler.
Exactly.
Like, can we get this money back? Cool.
That's literally legit. That's legit. It. My theory is still this: in order for us to sign Lenny Euro, Jorge Mendes said you have to take this guy. Yeah, PSG don't want him, and if Euro's gonna come to Manchester, you take Ugarte as well.
Yeah, but what's PSG's doing all of this? They have no links to Euro.
No, that's just in terms of like, if you want to sign Euro, because he could have went Real Madrid, he could have waited for Real Madrid, but he decided to choose United. But his other client, Ugarte, is stuck in no man's land. He needed somewhere to go. Lenny, Mendes said, if you want to sign, so you take both of them. You have to bring your little brother as well. You just make sure you take care of my other client as well. That's what I think, because it doesn't make sense that you can see this player even from the first minute. Everyone was like, this guy's a horror.
How do we reset the market?
How do we reset? Everyone just use your youth. Everyone use your youth for like 2 years. Everyone do Barcelona. Try it. If your youth are shit, then fair, you'll fall away for a little bit.
You lot would be pissed.
Who? We'd be pissed. Bro, we'd win the Premier League, bro. We'd win the Premier League, bro. I promise you. If we stop burning money on guys like Ugarte and trusted the midfielders in our youth academy, I promise you, we'd win the Premier League, bro. We'd win it.
Why do you say that?
Because we actually have good young players. And for some reason, we just sign terrible midfielder after terrible midfielder. If everyone had to just rely on their youth for a couple of years just to reset the market, nobody can do any silly transfers. We'd be fine.
Okay.
TJ said, yeah, the market needs to be reset. Still is diabolical. Rice, Caicedo, Enzo are not £100 million midfielders. They're not.
I just quickly checked the Premier League under 23, Premier League 2 table. Do you know what position you are?
Look at the Premier League under 18s, bro.
Do you know what position you are?
Forget the under 21s. Our best players play for the under 18s. That's why Fitzgerald.
That's why they're that good. When they get Fitzgerald
and Fletcher are the under 18s, and they came straight into the first team squad. They're on the bench.
But I'm asking you what position you are in the under 23s.
We're probably last. Oh
my God, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're similar position to where you are in the Premier League.
What? Is there even there's 20 teams in the Premier League too?
Yeah, you're like 14th or something.
Bro, look out. Anyway, and then look at our under 18s league. I said, look at what under 18s have done this season.
Yeah, they're doing good.
They are. That's what I'm saying. That's where our quality is.
All right, cool. I'm gonna say this though.
Oh my God,
I do agree with this comment.
Completely forgot about this shoot. Completely forgot. I forgot he was there. Jesus Christ. Ten Hag, you committed some crap. He's basically Ugarte as well. That's basically Ugarte from like Devon.
Let's go to here. CJ says the market needs to reset. It's diabolical. Rice, Caicedo, and Enzo are not 100 million midfielders. Couple of them there are making it lower in the squad average there. Enzo really justifies his comment because he's not good, bro. He's 35.
Rice and Caicedo justify it as well.
They're 85 mil. They're 85 mil. Enzo's 35
Rice was 100 million.
No, but I'm saying their real value should be like 80 mil.
Their real value should be closer to 60. It should be closer.
What's Enzo Fernandez's real value?
Probably closer to like 40.
You should be 35 mil.
If we're being real, guys like Rice and Caicedo, who are like good player, good midfielders, shin kickers.
They're not just shin kickers.
They're shin kickers.
Ugarte is a shin.
They're very good shin kickers.
They're not just good shin kickers.
Very good shin.
Enzo, yeah, word. Enzo's about, I would say 20 mil. He's not good, bro. He's not good. You can't. You know why? And you know how I know white privilege is actually crazy. No one can point to any game they've seen Enzo be like, this guy's class. Not one game. The one that everyone keeps saying is the first game when they played Liverpool last season and they drew. He wasn't that good, bro. He was okay. He was good, like, good player.
Oh, that first game with Pochettino.
But anyway, let's move on from this dead chat. Let's talk to the top of the Premier League, or what used to be the
top. Wait. Let's just do a little bit more Amorim chat. In fact, no, to be fair, I don't really have much to say on Amorim.
Who cares?
The biggest club in the world, bro.
A team that's 13th in the Prem signed a new manager. Big whoop.
Don't do it like that. Don't do it like that.
No one cares. Let's move to the top of the Prem, man. Right, let's move to the top of the Prem. So, Arsenal, went first, fell off a wagon. So Liverpool and Man City had a beautiful opportunity to do it as well, and both of them were losing for long periods of the game. Liverpool ended up turning it around at Anfield against Brighton. So let's start there.
Liverpool, Brighton?
Yeah, let's start there. So how catastrophic... Actually, no, let's start with Man City. That's what I wanted to go to first. You mentioned a comment. I don't know if it was before the stream or during the early seconds of the stream. You said Man City have played worse than Arsenal this season.
Mm-hmm.
They lost, losing their unbeaten record for the season. Like, what do you think was the cause of why they lost?
It's nothing different from a lot of what they've shown this season. Like, where they've not been mad fluid going forward, and they've been susceptible at the back. Like, teams have gotten at them defensively, like, and it's not the same. It's not the same. Obviously, with Rodri injured, he's obviously a big miss in there. But it's just
you can't say Rodri's injured. He's been injured for they've played like 7 games without him and won all of them.
But has the performances been there though?
No,
they've not been there, and that's why this sort of result has been like it's been due. It could have happened at Newcastle, where they didn't really deserve to.
Could have happened at West Ham. Could have happened at Newcastle. I think Rodri was still around. It could have happened at...
No, Newcastle. Rodri wasn't around for Newcastle.
No, the 1-1. I think he was still around.
He wasn't still.
Oh, okay. It could have happened at Fulham. It could have happened at, I think it was Brentford. And the loss has been brewing, but at the end of the day, it's City get away with it because Manchester City are known to like always just find a way to win. So you don't really analyze their performances because either way they're gonna go on a winning streak. And at the start of every winning streak they do in January or Feb, they play crap. Like the last 2 we've seen, for example, when they had the Nottingham Forest loss and then they won 20 and they won like 18 or so in a row. Like they do play, they are very gettable at, if that makes sense. But you just think this is the start. I just believe that was just the start of one of these runs in which they've gone. They've lost now, and which has made it more interesting at the top of the table because you think with Arsenal losing at 12:30, Man City pull away and make it 8 points, and it just becomes a Liverpool and Man City title race. But I guess it's still open.
It's still open. It's still open. But as you said, regardless of how bad City are, you still expect them to go on a run at some point. Especially if I feel like they have to. That if they do have intentions of still retaining their Premier League title, they have to invest in the transfer window in January.
Oh, Man City,
100%.
Invest in what position?
Out wide, probably a DM.
But when Rodri comes back, what happens to that DM?
Like Rodri's been needing some backup for a long time. He's been.
That's what Nunes was, no?
Nunes? No chance. He was always supposed to be one of the attacking midfielders. Rodri has like Calvin Phillips was supposed to be that guy. Couldn't be that guy.
And then he's getting sent off.
Games.
I'd say this: if Man City and Liverpool swapped places, would Arsenal be out?
If it was Man City that were 5 points ahead,
7 points clear.
Oh, Liverpool are 7 points ahead of you lot.
But the thing is, it's all right. That doesn't matter because Liverpool are not in the title race. I've already told you they're going to hand it to whoever's second.
Hand it to City.
But who I'm saying. So what difference would it make? Is Arsenal more in the title race with Liverpool being top or not? That's what I'm asking.
You lot have your own issues that you need to sort out. So now,
that's what I think.
You lot can't worry about who's sitting in the top position, who's sitting in the second position. You lot generally don't play good football.
Win your games.
Now. And you need to focus on yourself. You need to focus on putting your own run together. So I can't even answer because as you said, the title race is still open. Like it's only November now. Jesus, spooky seasons. It's only November, so we're 10 games into the season. Like you lot can still like make your way back, but it's only going to happen from you lot actually playing in performances, which for the most part, even though you'd have played better than City, it's not been great for the majority of the season. I can probably what's your stand-up performance has been this season?
Best game.
Wolves at home. Anything else?
There this season. Best game or best performance? Like best result or best performance?
Best performance.
Southampton, even though we won, we like got a bit ropey, and Leicester. Yeah. No, Villa.
Villa should have scored twice. Like Villa should have scored.
Villa should have scored twice. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't need to focus on some performances for yourself first. Yeah, we got to give Iriola some flowers right now, man. Beat City, beat Arsenal, drew with Aston Villa. It's been, bruh, he's done his thing. Remember, we were speaking last week. Do your thing, Iriola, man. There's a lot of players that are going to get some moves this summer. A lot of your players are going to get some nice moves. Menyo, who else? Alex Scott, possibly. Tavernier.
I don't know. It could be a purple patch. We'll see. They have to keep it going. We're 10 games in. I want to go over to, because I'm cautious of the time today. What do you think, Bank? Should we talk? What I don't want to talk about. What do Arsenal? They lost.
Got to talk Arsenal. Arsenal.
I think we've got to talk Liverpool.
You can talk Liverpool next if you want. All right, cool. Did you 3 p.m. Brighton versus Liverpool at Anfield. Brighton go ahead 1-0 early on. And this is what annoys me, because it should have been like 2 or 3 at half time. And when they didn't take those chances, you just knew. It
was inevitable. If you miss that many chances, especially away from home, you're gonna suffer. You're gonna pay for it. And they paid for it. Crash bang, boom, boom, 2 goals before you blinked. They're already down, and the game's done at that point.
This is why, like, Liverpool, as much as these, I don't want to say they're going to be in a title race. This title race could easily be defined by, like, just a match-winning moment. What team is able to pull something out of nothing? Which team has got the players to, like, really dig you out of a hole when you need it? And as long as Salah's about, they've got a player that's like.
Yeah,
you see the goal that he scored. Like, it wasn't his best performance by any stretch, but
you've
got a player that's able to put it flipping top bins for no reason. Like, he just literally got the ball edge of the box and said, "Fuck this, I'm Mohamed Salah, and I'm gonna put it in top bins." And you win the game like that. Like, Man City right now don't have enough players like that. Arsenal right now don't have enough players like that. If you really deep it,
how many players like that does Liverpool have?
Salah.
Yeah, so you said.
How many players like that do Arsenal have?
Just Saka.
How many players like that do City have?
You only have one player like that. Most teams only have one.
They've got Haaland and they've got De Bruyne, realistically.
And they come as a pair, kind of.
Yeah, pretty much. But when they're both fit and firing, they've got 2 at least. Obviously, De Bruyne has been injured for a lot of the season.
Yeah.
Saka's problem is right now, it's so easy for teams to triple team him and think,
let's go back to Liverpool.
We're gonna wait until we get there. Okay, but yeah, that's why I can't rule Liverpool out of this title race, just because, like, they've got Salah.
You can't rule them. They're top, bro. What are you talking about?
That's why, as in, Liverpool fans don't want to be in this title race. You can't rule them out of it, because they've got at the end of the day, and I agree with the idea that when it gets to the nitty-gritty game week 30, that's when, like, they fell down before.
See why I understand what they're saying, but at the same time, it makes no sense. That means that everyone should close their eyes and just wait. Then football starts for them. Football starts on the 1st of April, game week 30, and that means the Premier League season for them is 2 months. It doesn't make sense. Of course, you're in the title race. But all in all, though, CJ touched on it earlier. He thinks that this season as a Liverpool is similar to last season, how everything was a bit fortuitous and, like, last minute-ish and not playing well and scraping it, but it's not sustainable. Isn't that also the sign of, like, champions, though?
Yeah, but you also champions were also
fine line, innit? It's actually a fine line.
Mixed up with, like, dominating performances as well.
They've had dominating performances, though. I think the Chelsea performance. I think the Chelsea performance was Liverpool dominating. Chelsea fans will tell you they played better than Liverpool. They didn't. Liverpool just controlled the game, and again, they do the thing where if you take it there, we'll take it just a little bit higher. Don't need to do more than we need to do, and I feel like that is elite. That's elite, like, management and just elite way of playing.
You see that Mackie, he's absolute hogwash. Donny's a walking turnstile, gets bullied every game. First half, he was definitely like him and Szoboszlai were weaklings. Like, see, Brighton. Brighton pissed me off so much, because they'll pop it in the midfield. Like, in terms of being able to play under pressure, like, and breaking through a press, I think they're, like, the best in the league. Like, in terms of you can try and press them, but more time they're breaking out of their press. But when it gets to like the final third bit, they just make so many bad decisions. They'll either stay on the ball for too long, or they won't get the right shot. If Rutter is through on goal, Van Dijk on his hip, and you decide to kick it straight into the goalkeeper, like. But in terms of that, the first 2/3 of the pitch, I genuinely don't know if there's a team better than them in the league at playing through that. So it's like seeing, I agree with this. McAllister and Szoboszlai were drowning in there, especially in the first half. Like it was too easy to play through them. Welbeck, player of the season so far. I'm not gonna lie, he's moving like Shanta Henry. Yeah, in terms of outside shouts for player of the season, him, Dwight McNeil, they're my 2 player of the season.
Stop saying Dwight McNeil.
Huh? I can't do no Dwight McNeil.
No.
Why not? Because woke nonsense. That's not woke nonsense.
Well, absolute woke, utter woke nonsense.
He defends races as well, ban him forever. I'm guessing he's talking about the Argentina team. Yeah. That whole team can go in the bin, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as he said, like Brighton didn't take the chances when they had him, and you knew in the second half Liverpool were gonna go up a gear because they're still in the game at 1-0. Like at 1-0 down, it just takes a moment, and the substitution is so peak. The substitution of Szoboszlai changed the game. Like bringing on Diaz. Who else came off? It was Curtis Jones and Luis Diaz that came on, and them two basically combined for Salah's goal to create the goal. But just that, Liverpool fans got to tell me what's up, man, because we spoke about this last week. But Szoboszlai just malo. If you know your Spanish, you know what that means. We're going to talk about Emery and that loser Martinez.
The thing about Emery and Arsenal, just quickly, I'm not even talking about this long, but the thing about Aston Villa, Unai Emery, is just other fans try to gaslight Arsenal fans into believing Emery's like so much better than Arteta. It's marginal who's better. I honestly don't care. But you just can't tell me what we went through. You can't tell me that we were impatient. You can't tell me. I'm telling you, when the lights are on Emery, let's judge him then. Because everybody says he's doing fantastic. He does, and he is with Villa. And you all come and message me when he wins. But when he loses, it's no blue tick, like just blue ticks. No one's responding. And it's crazy to me. When the lights are on Villa, let's watch it.
The lights are on.
How arrogant of Aston Villa to try and rest players in the Carabao Cup. You've not won anything for 50 years.
Arrogant. They've got to play Champions League on Tuesday. Like
so they want to win the Champions League.
They're top, like they want to go far in the
Champions League. They want to win. Is that because they want to win?
So you right now, would you rather go further in the Carabao Cup or the Champions League?
The Champions League,
of course. So why would it?
They're Aston Villa.
Why would it be any different for Aston Villa though?
Because they've not won anything in 50 years. I literally just
you don't spend all this time saying the Carabao Cup means nothing to no one.
No, it does for them. Aston Villa.
It means more above the Champions League.
Listen.
It means more above the Champions League.
Pardon?
I said it means more above the Champions League. It means more than the Champions League.
But they're not going to win the Champions League.
It's about going as
why does everybody act like? Okay, so
you're doing exactly the same thing you're saying Liverpool fans are doing.
No, I'm not doing the exact same thing that Liverpool fans are saying I'm doing.
That's what you're saying. You're saying Liverpool fans are sleepwalking until game week 30, and you're saying that's when. But do you want Aston Villa fans? Oh, we're not going to win it, so we might as well just sleepwalk through all of our games and see what happens. Of course, like they're playing one of the most informed teams in the Champions League. They've won all their games in the Champions League. They're trying to go to the next round. What do you mean? Of course, they're going to rest players for the Champions League ahead of the Carabao Cup. Is what it is. It's like.
What? Can you just let me speak? Because you're not making sense. They played. Who did they play? It wasn't Brentford. It was
Crystal Palace.
They lost to Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
And they rested players ahead of the game against Tottenham.
Yeah, Tottenham.
And they lost 4-1.
Yeah. They're still.
Teams like West Ham did it and it was smart. West Ham, Aston Villa, Tottenham, teams that have gone so long with a trophy drought. Your aim literally is to secure a trophy and
who told you that?
Oh, let me finish. And try and get.
Who made that rule though? Who made that rule?
All right, cool.
When was the last time Aston Villa won the Champions League?
I think Ron Atkinson.
Exactly. So what do you think they're gonna press? What do you think they're gonna take precedent?
They're top already, and they've one more win and they've qualified. They need to win one game out.
Why
They
wouldn't
need
they
to win
focus
one
on getting
game
that
out
win?
of 5 more games, bro. And they've
Why wouldn't they
qualified.
focus on getting that win?
You're not making sense.
Of course, I'm making sense. We're talking about the Aston Villa in the Champions League. That's like saying if Leicester back in 2016 they had a Carabao Cup match versus a Champions League match coming up.
And you know why you're not making any sense? You know why you're not making any sense? You're acting like the Carabao Cup game was like today, and the Champions League game is 3 days later. Literally, there's a game in between. Like the game they were resting them for was not that. It was for Tottenham. They were resting them for Tottenham, and you lost.
And guess what? Probably the same players that played against Tottenham are probably going to play in the Champions League game. So did you want them to play 3 games in a row with no rest?
No, I didn't want them to play 3 games in a row. I wanted them to go hard for the Carabao Cup.
Why though? Like you have to, as a squad, you have to actually you have to trust your squad. You have to make concessions somewhere. Otherwise, you're literally going to run your 11 players into the ground.
I thought we've told that Villa has even one of the best squads.
Huh?
I thought we're told that Villa even has one of the best squads. They have
got a good squad, and that's why they rotated. That's why they rotated.
And
they lost. It happens. Villa are in full comps. Why wouldn't they rotate? Like, why wouldn't you? Players that haven't played in the
you rotated and you lost. So let's look at Emery then. The same Emery that everyone's championing.
What is a Carabao? Fair enough. It's Carabao Cup.
Let's look at Emery then.
What do you
like? The same guy you're comparing to Arteta. If Arteta did that, he'd be in trouble.
Arteta hasn't won anything since his first year.
So I'm saying, and he's been cooked for it.
But you don't play for art, like as you said, Arsenal.
Oh, so now you want to use criteria? Because when I said that, you said
you don't want to cut. You don't want to cut versus Aston Villa, who are in the Champions League and trying to have their Champions League run. Is it not different? Like, would they not focus on being in the Champions League?
I think you just win what you can as quick as possible, and then you build on the success of winning. Let's quickly go into Arsenal because we have the quiz to do, and then we have another thing to do. We have leave the game for the game leaves you.
Yeah, you hear me? The awards at the end.
Yeah, awards. Yeah. So the Arsenal game, I think that's the worst game I've seen Arsenal play since obviously the Fulham one last season. And I say that because if you played 120 more minutes, Arsenal weren't scoring.
Facts.
And then the question is, people are saying, sorry, you froze. The question is, people are saying, is it on Arteta? It's equally on everybody, bro. Like, for me, it's not on Arteta. For this game, it's been on him for the last 5-6 games because it just reflects back to the transfer window in the sense of if you want to let certain players go, fair enough, you've made it clear that this is this person's replacement if the team if this person drops out or falls to injury or whatever for whatever reason, and you've not played him, you've been giving him trust minutes, and it's like, why would you have someone on the bench that you can't even play or you can't start? They're not really an option. Then looking at some of the players individually, Martinelli, Marino, Trossard, I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, Marino, I'll allow you. You just came. Trossard and Martinelli shouldn't be starting in the Arsenal 11 in 2024. Done. Like Trossard, I've been consistent. You're a super sub and you're at Arsenal. Don't get angry when you don't start because what works for you was coming off the bench and it works well.
In 5 years, he signed a whopping total of 5 attackers.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And then as for Martinelli, my biggest problem with Martinelli is how long are you going to be 19? He has that Jesse Lingard, Rashford, those type of players where you're like, oh, still a youngster, still a young Dallo as well. Some people think that, bro. You're not a youngster. Konate as well. They have it. Some players you always think they're young. You're not young, bro. You're not young no more. You just like this is your 5th or 4th season. How long are you still going to play like you're young? Those players that you just naturally think they're young. Some of the people I named, obviously, they play well, but I'm saying you just think they're a lot younger than they are. Martinelli, bro, how long are you going to be young? And for me, you're not good enough to start because if you just watch how you play football, you're brain dead. You're just brain dead because you just sprint and kick it. So how you get put in a split by Livramento is scary to me because we literally saw what Pedro Neto did to Livramento 5 or 6 days before. Two players are completely different in terms of one's a lot better than the other. But Jesus, you acted like he was like Philip Lahm in right back. And I'm just looking like, then on the other wing, they're like, oh, Lewis Hall pocketed Saka. Fair enough, he played well against Saka. But Lewis, he was getting double and triple team. And at the end of the day, what do you want Saka? What do you actually want Saka to do? Like, what can everybody? Can someone else play? Can I have an off day? Can someone else play well?
On my life, I was watching the game with Ricky and my mum literally said, the only thing Arsenal can do is give it to Saka and hope for the best. And like that's
all you're doing. And at what point, he's gonna have a bad game eventually. And this was a bad game for him. This was a bad game for him. But like, what do you want?
The worst thing is it was a bad game, and he literally, and there's been a theme of what you have done recently, where it's either set pieces or the Declan Rice chance at the end. He really nearly made something out of nothing for Declan Rice to score.
Declan Rice, word.
So it's like, but it would if Declan Rice was to have scored that, it would have just papered over the cracks again, and it would have been like, oh yeah, Saka assist, But it's like, again, in terms of you lot building sustainable attacks, you lot actually creating chances. Like it was so, like as you said, it was so bad. Like you lot play that game again, like you don't win the game. I'm not even sure you create.
But you look at moments.
Another couple of chances, like bitch out to Newcastle for their performance, but.
So you're frozen, innit? You're cracking up. Can you hear me?
Right. Am I back?
Yeah, see, it's you, bro. It's you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool. So you look at these moments and it's fine margins because you have to take your chances. So Declan Rice misses a sitter. We've seen Martinelli miss against Bournemouth. We've seen every club has this, obviously. You lot had yours with West Ham the other day. Jesus, Banks, 420. What kind of... Yeah, he had to go. Now who's holding down the fort? CJ says Rice has been so mid this season. I completely agree. His best game was the one against Bournemouth when we lost. But you have these moments as a team where it's like, these are fine margin. Martinelli goes and we're 0-0, get 10 men against Bournemouth, and he scores that chance. I think we close out that game. We didn't deserve nothing at St. James's Park. But Declan Rice misses a header from that close. Moments, City, they concede in the last second of the game. Do you get what I mean? And you're looking at them, you're thinking, what is going on? Like, these chances all the way, we're not taking our chances, and things are literally, bro, it's just quite frustrating. So when I say we're out of the title race, Banks, you're good. When I say we're out of the title race, I don't mean it because of simply just results. I mean it's a mentality thing as well, in the sense of Man City, if we swapped it and we got superior, Man City ain't losing that game drawing out to us 2-2 in the last second. Liverpool, we're not going to Anfield. We're not going to Anfield being inferior to Liverpool, and we're leaving there with 2-2, and they're saying, oh, anyway, we'll take a 2-2 at Anfield because we had Gomez, Tsimikas, Quansah, and Thingy ended up with the back line. We had that couple of injuries. It's a loser and it's pathetic and it's just wimpish. You need to be able to be like, there's games in which I know it's City, but there's games in which Rico Lewis and certain men have closed out games, and it's like, cool, at the end of it, we still win and just keep it ticking. I'm tired of excuses. The only excuses I give Arsenal is some of the refereeing decisions. That's calm, but that's not good enough. You have to find a way, and you have to be able to take games away from referees. Injuries is pathetic. You don't have any real injuries. Saliba got a red card and missed the game. Odegaard's an injury, but Kevin De Bruyne's injured. Okay. Who's injured? Jota's injured for Liverpool. Alisson's injured. Give me another. Like, people get in. Mason Mount's injured. I know people get injured, bro. It's not. Do you get what I mean? Like, stop talking about injuries. Like, we don't have 9 injuries to first team players where like we have to play.
I feel like it hits you a lot worse because you have actually had basically a year, maybe 18 months of clean run where you've basically been able.
Since Saliba went down when we had to play Holding, in the Man City match, we've not really had any peak injuries. Let's be fair. So stop talking about injuries like other teams haven't been decimated in the last 18 months with injuries. It's not an excuse. Go back to CJ's comment. Rice has been mid this season. Let's look at how Rice is being used. Is it different to how he's been used last season? I think so. I think personally, without Odegaard in the team, Arteta doesn't know what the best midfield and the Partey at right back thing. Going to Newcastle and doing the Partey at right back thing is criminal. Just because something worked once as a stopgap, fix it. Just because you put a plaster over the boiler, don't mean you don't change the. Bruv, Finney was fit, bruv. If they said Ben White couldn't play the whole game, fair enough, innit? Fine, no problem. If that's the case, fine. Or you put Timber at right back and then you put Skelly at left back. But I don't think you play Ben White. I don't think you.
I went straight to Skelly, not even Zinchenko.
No. I don't think you play Thomas Partey at right back. Sorry. And this is a great question.
If Arsenal are out of the title race because of a mentality issue, when will you ever get the mentality to win a Prem? And how do you?
I don't have the answer to that question. And that's a great question. I actually have no answer to that question. How do you develop? The question he's asking, and that's not even that's not even just to Arsenal. How do you develop a winning mentality without winning the Prem mentality without winning the Prem? I think you have to have a manager that's won. I think you need a manager that's won or has a taste of winning. And in some aspects, Mikel Arteta does have that because he was at City. That's it. But you also need to win the cups. The cheat code to it is winning cups. And lastly, because during that spell, if you win cups and you're imperious, and also did have it, we had some of it towards the end of last season, because the winning mentality puts fear into your opponents. So some games are already won in the tunnel, no matter your form or whatever. And we had that towards the end of last season where we turned that January and that was it. That is part of the winning mentality. So if you win a league and you go and you win your first 5 games at the start of the season, so, oh God, okay, we've got Arsenal. Okay, we can write that one off. That's going to be 0 points. So that is part of it. It just keeps ticking, the fear factor. But I don't know, CJ. I think it's kind of a thing where your manager has to be a winner and it just seeps down through the rest of the team.
I think you have to look at, I think Klopp and Pep, the rivalry that they had for 6-7 years. I'm going strong where they was both battling at the top of the Premier League. Like Liverpool didn't win their first one until 3 years of challenging City. But as you said, I think it's the mentality thing as well. Every time they went to City, they gave them probably the hardest game that they had all season.
Yes.
So again, we talk about mentality, knowing those big games count and knowing that they're not going to get anything.
Yeah, I think so too. I think if you beat, as Scholes says it all the time, he hammers on this point. I think if you beat the champions or the biggest challengers, whichever position you're in, is part of developing a big game. Cups, manager, and then winning the games of the peakest team on the land, beating them and making a statement. That's how you develop a winning mentality. Because if you beat the best, everyone's like, oh, did you see how Arsenal popped City? Or did you see how what Arsenal did at Anfield? Then it's like, okay, you have to be respected. But anyway, let's move on. We got some awards to do, bro, and then we got the quiz.
All right, leave the game before the game leaves you. Who's your recipient for this award this week?
Leave the game before the game leaves you. Now, Banks, we've seen people fall upwards, right? In a Vincent Kompany, for example. Howler at Burnley fell upwards and landed at Bayern Munich. But this person now, for me...
No, it is.
For me... yeah, you lot in the comments. Leave the game before the game leaves you award. Drop who it is this week for you. So Nat has gone with Arteta who's winning the award this week. Jesus, that's a howler. But all right, for me now, Banks, it's got to be KP. It's got to be Calvin Phillips. He's got to leave. He's got to go. Red card at Ipswich. You went on loan to West Ham. They wanted to get rid of you. When Pep puts you in a coffin, you're not getting out, bro. When Pep puts you in a coffin, it's over, bro. Calvin Phillips, I read before the red card, before this red card against Leicester, I read Calvin Phillips. Ipswich want to terminate his contract, bro. I don't know if you saw it.
I saw that article.
Want to terminate his contract, bro. Did you see it?
I saw the article, yeah.
Okay, so how you fall upwards so bad, leaving Leeds. That's the worst decision he's probably made in his life. How is winning the Premier League? Was he in the Champions League team?
Yes, he was.
How is winning three Premier Leagues and the Champions League the worst decision in your life? How?
No, does he get a Premier League move after his
he
contract
can't be
runs
anywhere
out
near the
season?
Prem no more, bro. Because he can't perform in one of the worst teams in the Prem. So what is it? And then Pep said Pep's already stamped you like you're a fat boy. When Pep's body shamed you, you're not coming back.
He was pissed off about that comment at the beginning of the season, you know. You're still
and he
thinking
did nothing about it. How you angry? You go to your room and sulk.
Calvin Phillips go be a cult hero at CFR Cluj or Legia Warsaw. Man said you gotta go to the Slavic countries.
Go on then. Poland. Leave the game before the game leaves you.
This one goes to another England international who has served the game at some level for a long time now, but is more and more that you see him, the more that you just understand that it's just sad to see Kyle Walker leave the game before the game leaves you. When the pace is not pacing no more, it started with Adama Traore, and just even this game against Bournemouth, just like when you can become like before, attackers can go at Kyle Walker, but you just know he's getting the ball back. You know he's reaching you. But now attackers go at him knowing
I'm gonna get something.
This ain't 2020. This ain't 2020.
I'm gonna get something.
Say 2018. Say 2016. I'm gonna get some. Like my side.
Not Kelly. He doesn't want it.
Kirkins.
Doesn't want it.
Everyone, left side.
He doesn't want.
Nah, man.
Doesn't want it.
Nah. Leave the. Yeah. Kyle Walker. Go be a family man. If that option is still available to you, I don't know if it's still available to him, but if you can still go be a family man. Football team.
Okay. And who are we having as give our star of the week? For me? For you? You want me to go?
Go first.
It's only gonna land in one place.
Yeah.
Andoni Raiola. Fair play.
Gotta give him his flowers. Fair play, lad. He deserves that.
Fair play, lad. On my head as well. Fair play, lad. Fair play.
Oh, I think I know who my one's gonna be.
You haven't done it before?
Huh?
You hadn't picked it before?
No, I was debating.
What did I tell you about last week? I told you last week.
I was debating, bro. See, with me, I always come with options. And it's only until like I get the feel of the stream, I get the people around me. That's when I make my decision. Yeah, Kirkes did him and gave him a number. So, Nathan, this is. I'm this close to calling it racist. Take it, delete. Nathan. I don't even think you can delete YouTube comments.
Nathan, type up the quiz questions as well. We're about to go into that now.
My star of the week is going to be the Innit boys at Nottingham Forest. Shout out the Innit boys at Nottingham Forest. They are just there, top 4 in the Premier League, scoring bangers. Big up the man, them just having fun with it. Ola Aina, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Anthony Alanga. They've even recruited Uncle Willie Bolly. It's a fun moment over there. It's just fun. It looks fun over there.
I promise you, they've got to buy a Welby in summer.
Well, they're trying to do their own thing over there. They got what Calvin Bassey.
Okay, yeah, they're trying to do their own thing. Nelson Bassey, yes,
or something they're trying to do their own thing over there. So we just got
some bad boy.
We just gotta go a couple like Innit boy hubs.
Ooh, she might be onto something.
Ooh. 2 red cards this season. That's a shout.
Ooh.
Edson Alvarez, bro.
Ooh. Hey, my eyes on you, brother.
I tell you what's so crazy. Chelsea were gonna buy Edson Alvarez and Manuel Ugarte. They were going to buy both of them. As much as they've got like
my eyes on this guy here, a real hatchet man. I see him kicking shins and chunks out of the grass. This Don here, he's lucky.
See the grass turf just fly up.
See the turf, the patch just as he's like how deep are your studs? Jeez, real hatchet man. CJ, this is a shout.
Yeah.
I'm going to circle back on this one.
Stop buying from Ajax, man. The hit rate is like 1 in 6. Not worth it. It's not
Let's
worth
go.
it.
Quiz. First question.
What is the only team in Premier League history to finish top 3 with a negative goal difference?
Wow.
It wasn't Ten Hag. Was it Ten Hag?
Top 3.
We got 10
No,
in that
top
first
3.
game.
So you finished third.
Yeah, but we didn't get negative goal difference.
No, you weren't third. You finished like 9th.
No, in our first season, bro. With Ten Hag. But we didn't have negative goal difference then. Top 3.
Aston Villa.
What year? What year
Did he
did
say
they finish?
what year? He didn't say what year. Aston
No,
Villa.
but when did Aston Villa finish top 3 in the Prem?
All right, calm down. Let's get one. Jesus.
I know you're just throwing it, see if shit sticks, but we've got to think.
No, but I'm saying the night they finished top 3 around like in the 90s, no? 1996.
Maybe. Leeds, they finished top 4.
Yeah, it could be Leeds.
Everton.
See, wait, it was 1992, 93. Aston Villa. See? Ron Atkinson's team. Nah, it weren't Newcastle. It's Aston Villa when the Blackburn came in 95. Liverpool. The teams that was kicking
Leeds.
them was
Yeah, Leeds,
Newcastle, Aston Villa, Liverpool. Oh, Nottingham Forest.
Oh. Were they even finishing?
With Frank Castle, they finished top 4. But that was a 95. No, that was a
92, 93. United win. Leeds second.
Blackburn.
Nah, but Blackburn went around by then. Or they weren't.
But they went to Blackburn. They come for 3 years later.
Leeds second, United first. Arsenal? No. Did Arsenal finish top 3 back then? Doesn't seem like the Arsenal way, but it was George Graham times back then. Not Arsenal.
Who was around then? Wimbledon, Chelsea.
Nah.
Spurs, 1993. No, Spurs went.
Oldham.
No, they were down. They went down first season.
They went down.
Spurs.
The team would actually surprise you considering what they are now.
Have we mentioned it? Have any of us mentioned it?
I doubt you would have. Nathan, has any of us mentioned? We said Arsenal, Leeds. No,
I said Arsenal, Leeds, Liverpool, Blackburn,
Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
Sheffield Wednesday. Oh. Boop, 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 boop.
You just need to go tell her to rewind it. Actually, bring you on the stream.
Julie, bring the young boy on the stream.
Wait,
bring the young boy.
Spamming names. Nah, someone has rattled the bar. This guy will say rattled the bar, and it means nothing. Wimbledon, Coventry, rattled the bar. Rattled the bar. That means it's been a team local to
wait. So we said Leeds. We said Blackburn. We said Nottingham Forest.
Oh, Newcastle.
Did we say Newcastle? I feel like we said Newcastle. Yeah,
Newcastle.
Someone's rattled the bar though.
It's done. I'm over it.
Considering where they are now, so it wouldn't be someone bait though.
No, it's probably someone weird. They're probably in the doldrums now, like a Portsmouth or something. But Portsmouth weren't good. Portsmouth weren't in the Premier.
Portsmouth weren't around. They beat City 2-1. Not Leicester.
Southampton.
Southampton. Not Sheffield United. Beat City 2-1 in 1920.
Oh, Norwich.
Norwich.
Yeah, Norwich beat City. Yeah, Norwich beat City.
Oh,
where are you?
Oh yeah, but they got relegated that season though.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's a great pub quiz question.
I was fighting for my life.
Norwich, yeah. What was rattling the bar there? Deep it. What was rattling the bar?
Nathan, can you say why you said someone rattled the bar?
I don't think you got Champions League if you finished third back then, no? It was top 2.
Quiz question number 2. How many different teams have played in the Premier League? 48.
Oh, sorry.
Over under 48. Nathan. He's 4 days old. Let him breathe. We gotta get him. Julie, I'm looking at.
I don't think we've done the road. 30, 38, 37. 37.
Julie, I'm looking for like football coaches, football mentors already. So just like
37.
We need a tier 3 footballer. It's not going to be Shem.
Who's closer?
You said 37. I said 48. Did I say 48? I said 48.
We think 20 teams have come and gone. That's not in the Prem now.
Yeah. Oh, I just had a goal line clearance. I'm gonna go 50. I'm gonna say we've had our 50th team.
Wow, that's impressive. What Nigeria? When did we wear this kit?
2014 when Yakubu did the magic.
Interesting. The Baffomet Martins kit?
No, the Yakubu kit.
Wait. It does look like Seattle Sounders.
$50 to round.
All right, what's question 3? Come on.
Not sure we got a question 3.
How you finish third with a -4 goal difference?
Crazy still.
No. Every nation. Every nation. Oh, you actually went to get the kit. I'm done.
Final question. Can you name every nation that has had a team in the Champions League? No, Nathan. You know what? I can't, Nathan.
Actually,
you know what? I can't.
Pass.
I can't. Sue me.
See me, Nathan. No, pass.
See me. Like, what are we going to do?
Pass.
Oh, Banks, you squared it now. I just need a tap in. See, I think CJ took the tap in. 49. Yeah, no,
Man said, can you name who? Cool. Nah, hey, Banks.
Are you still locking into FPL?
I'll check it when I come off the stream now, bro.
Let's see. I'm gonna see.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm gonna see quickly
what you're cut out again.
Yeah, you need Mbeumo and Smith Rowe to save your week still. United? I'm sure it was United, fam. Who did Derby beat 07-08? Something like they only had like 13 points. Who did they beat? I feel like you asked this question before. Watford. But Watford in the Prem 08.
Birmingham Blues.
Yeah, no, I feel like I remember this question still. It wasn't Wigan.
Oh, it was Chelsea.
It wasn't Chelsea. It might have been Reading still.
Oh, Reading. It's actually Leroy.
Adam Lafondra. Dave Kitson. Steve Sidwell. Shout the madman. Kenny Miller got the winner. How does that help? That doesn't tell me anything about the other team, Nathan.
He's been everywhere.
Kenny Miller got the winner. SPR legend. Shout out Hajim Kasami. We'll never forget that goal for Fulham. Never forget that goal. I can't even remember. Do you remember?
What, the volley?
I'm talking about who Derby beat, but yeah, the volley was crazy as well.
Oh, this guy's killing me.
Who we got, fam? Adidas kit. It weren't Liverpool. Nah.
You said who? You typing in who won Adidas kit?
No, I'm looking at Premier League table in 2008. Well,
I went one team. I said Blues. Maybe it's no, they wouldn't have won Adidas then. They were broke. No, I can't. So yeah, Sunderland. That's the only team, that lower team I could think of that wore Adidas kit back then. Losing to that team must have been painful though. Damn.
Bolton Wanderers.
They were Reebok.
Oh fuck, you're right. Middlesbrough.
No, they weren't wearing thingy then. Adidas then. Not that. They weren't wearing anything. Leicester T.
Once again, Nathan, you stumped me with the same question, so I hope you're happy. I hope you're proud of yourself. You stumped me with a question that you've already asked.
Brother. I got to go. Nathan, load up more questions for next time, brother. And everybody that tuned into this stream, I hope you're satisfied. I hope you got what you wanted. I hope you're happy. Shout out to you if you got 3 points. Shout out if you didn't, enjoy the rest of your week. Better days are yet to come ahead. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for tuning in. Judy, congratulations. Everyone that left a comment, please, hope you like and subscribe. Hope you had a good time. Hope we kept you entertained for the hour. And enjoy your week. Enjoy Champions League, enjoy Europa, and enjoy Conference League if you're in it. Thank you. Over and out. Thanks. Run the music.